Hi, everyone. This is Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to my Twin Flame and Soulmate channel. We're going to do a channeled message for you today from Spirit about your twin flames and any guidance Spirit wants to share with me today. I will be using some charms. I have some initials and I have lots of messages for you to hear. So think about your person, think about your twin. Let's call in our spirit guides and let's see what our messages are for today. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's been newly guided here for the first time. Spirit, please share with me loving messages from my twin. What is it that they want me to know? What is it that I need to hear today? I am listening for you now. I wish you hadn't walked away, but I know that you had to. So maybe they are starting to accept why we are not together or what has happened to bring us to this point. My feelings don't make sense to me. I'm still struggling with my feelings. I'm still confused. It just came into me as I was a little caught off guard. I'm not sure what caught them off guard. Maybe their feelings on a whole. They weren't expecting to have these kind of intense feelings or emotional feelings, but it was a little bit of a caught off guard energy. Please let me go. I need my space. I cannot give you what you need. So you might have somebody saying, just give me time. I need space. Don't chase me. That's worse. You know, there's a sense of, I need to heal. I need to figure things out. So somebody may have said, you know, I just can't do this right now. I am terrified of rejection. My feelings for you were getting deeper. What if this went away? What if things changed? What if you decided you didn't want me? You know, so that's usually someone will push you away before you push them away. So that is a sense of just pure fear. I just want to make sure that I'm in control of my emotions and where my emotions are going, but we can't control our emotions. We fall in love with people. You made me doubt myself. Sometimes I don't know who I am anymore. I need to find myself again. I need to spend some time alone. I need to see what these feelings are. I need to sit with myself. You know, there's a lot of, I want to say the word brewing for some reason. Like there's either anxiety brewing, stress brewing, and this person's just trying to calm themselves down. But when they're in your energy, maybe those feelings are escalated. I'm thinking about you right now in this moment. So that's good to know. Twin flames always think about each other. They do. They are constantly talking to each other. I'm depressed with my life. So your twin isn't happy where they are. And you may know that already intuitively. You may be saying, I know they're not good. I know that they're not in a good place. I wish they would come to me, but they've got to heal themselves. Spirit just said they've got to find what is missing inside of them. It's not you. They've got to find out what's missing inside of them and do some healing inside of them. Spirit, please share with me. I have divine timing. So for those of you that are waiting for this union to come back or to reconnect or be in a better place, of course, it's going to be all in divine timing. I'm thinking of you right now. So it's almost like I'm writing that heart in the stars. You know, it's just this feeling of I'm constantly sending energy to you. I'm constantly letting you know I love you and I miss you. And they just said, I want to make things right. They don't know how. Maybe they keep struggling with, I can't fix myself, so therefore I can't be in this connection all in. Make things right. I want to make things right. There's a feeling of I want to make things right. I'm afraid of getting hurt. That's huge with twins. There's always I'm going to say this is the runner. You know, the runner wants to make things right, but they're really afraid of, you know, twins have a way of bringing out these emotions that you've never felt or expressed before. And you start to compare them to other relationships. And you go, well, this is new. This is crazy. This is wild. I've never felt this before. So you start to think there's something wrong. You start to think you're not emotionally stable, or there's something wrong in your life, or something else is missing because you're not as grounded as you normally are, or your life isn't as pulled together as it normally is. So your first instinct is to pull back because this person is making me feel uncomfortable. This person makes me feel unstable in some way. So I've got to get back my own stability, and you try to control it. So that runner takes back that energy, and out of fear, primarily, of being hurt or commitment, or I'm not ready for this. And then they go back out there and they learn another lesson, and they prepare more for this connection. So your person says, I want to make things right. So they're trying to figure out what that means, and how do I do that? I want another chance to see you. Look at this beautiful blooming flowers. Look for like big blooming rose bushes, maybe around the time of blooming rose bushes. I don't know when roses bloom. I think they bloom a little bit later in the summer or midsummer, but it is a feeling of, I want another chance to see you. I want to fix things. Fixing things is good, but we have to be able to know that we want to change. Bottom of the deck, your confidence is sexy. So they still see you as strong, confident. They like that you're not chasing them. They like that you said, okay, I'll give you a break. I trust you. I trust our connection. Yeah, they don't want you to be losing it. They want you to be confident. And then I have with open arms. So will your arms be open? Are you ready to receive this? Spirit, please share with me. What does my twin need me to know at this time? I have a death card. I have a 9 of Swords. I have a Queen of Cups. So there's a lot of love there. There's a feeling of, have I lost you forever? And I have the World. So the fear now is starting to be more of a panic of, have I lost you? That takes a little while sometimes for the twin or an avoidant to get to. Sometimes you think, well, I've given them all the time in the world. I mean, it could be a year. And you're like, they've had a year. I've moved on. And your avoidant is just now getting to the point where they're feeling that they've lost you. And you're like, what are you talking about? You should have felt that way in the beginning. So the panic that they've lost you is starting to appear. And that's really starting to, you're their queen. This is the queen energy. And then here's this World. Is this queen willing to try again? Is this queen willing to give us a second chance? The one thing that twins do is they will give each other chances. They keep trying. They keep reconnecting. They keep trying to figure out, trying to fix it. So that's the one thing we do know about twins, is that there's always this kind of generous ability to forgive and forget. And because for the sake of the union, we try to continue the journey together in this lifetime. So right now I'm feeling that this person, since you've been gone, is starting to enter into the panic stage. There's definitely a panic feeling of, have I lost you forever? 3 of Pentacles. It came into me as, I want to build you up. And I'm afraid that when I'm with you, I knock you down. That maybe they say things to you that are unfair, or unwelcomed, or your Queen of Wands. Maybe they are judgmental. Maybe they're criticizing. Maybe they've said things, but it was more of a feeling of, I should be building you up instead of knocking you down. So maybe there was something that did knock you down that was upsetting to you. But they do want you to know that they do put you on a pedestal. They do admire you. They do respect you. And I feel like they're ashamed that they aren't or didn't show you that respect. Maybe there was something that they said or did or acted, and you said, you don't respect me. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. And then they take a step back and say, well, I do respect you, but that one action I did, I guess, showed disrespect. So is it everything that they do is disrespectful, or was it one thing? So that's kind of the question. Spirit, can I have some initials first? Let's get some initials. First initials, last initials. Let's see. Maybe you'll spell your whole person's name today. Let's see. I have the letter N, A, C, O, K, O, U, I, T, Q, C, X, M, I. Let's get a couple more. Okay, first initial, last initial. Y, P, and one more, F. Okay, so some of you that might connect to you. If it does, let me know in the comments. I always like to see that you have, it jumped out at you, or you're like, oh my God, that was awesome. That was awesome. All right, let's see what else they have for you. I want to fix things. That's good. That's a good start, right? It's the willingness, it's the person who runs and says, I can't fix it. I can't fix it. You're better off moving on. You don't need me. I can't give you what you want. But the person who says, I think about you all the time. I really do love you. I have never felt this way before, and I just don't know how to fix things, is a different energy. And that's what I'm feeling today anyway. So right now it's a sense of, what can we do to repair? But I feel like we both have to go and we have to repair ourselves. We have to do some healing, and then that union comes back. I have childish. Somebody has to be an adult in the room. Maybe the term should be grow up or get out. So some of us could be just struggling with immature behavior. You didn't respect me. You made fun of me in front of your family. I'm tired of you calling out, saying private things about us to your friends in front of me. You embarrassed me. So it's things that hurt your feelings that they need to be aware of, they can't do. So whatever the immaturity was for some of you, I have neglect, not paying attention to what's important. Decide what's truly worth spending time on. You haven't been spending time with me. I haven't, my hands just tingled. So that's probably a big problem for some of you. You haven't been putting me first. You're busy doing everything else. You're busy with your friends. You have time to go golfing. You have time to go to the bar and hang out with your friends after work. You have time for, not that you don't want them to be with their kids, but maybe they go overboard and they're with their kids all the time. They spend no time even with you and the kids. It's a feeling of, I feel neglected. There's not any quality time. So that would have to improve. That's something that would have to change. Crumbling. What you've built feels like it's falling apart. It's okay. You have the strength to rebuild anew. Now, there could be something going on in your person's life that has literally collapsed. Their finances, they lost a job. They are going through a very difficult divorce, and that's blowing up in their face. it's a difficult situation, Spirit just said, and this person might be having a hard time handling it. And sometimes twins are so truthful when they're looking at that reflection of themselves, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear what they're supposed to do. They don't want to hear what they need to do to fix it. They want to do it themselves. They don't want your advice. So there's a feeling of pushing you away because they don't want to be told what to do. They can get out of this situation without your help instead of looking at it as a team. You know, they're taking on this huge weight of the world, this huge burden, all by themselves. Like, I got myself into this mess. I'm going to get myself out of it. So, but what they should be doing is relying on their team partner instead of pushing it away. The weight of the world. It's a long road. You have a long way to go before you find what you want, but the journey helps you grow. This person is searching for something. They're searching for answers. They're searching for their path. They're searching for, I'm not where I want to be at this stage in my life. I don't feel fulfilled. And it's not your job to do that for them, and they know that. So instead, they think they're taking the high road and saying, I need some time to do this on my own. I need to figure things out. I need to spend some time alone. I need to see what my feelings are. So there's a lot of those types of energies. But the bottom line is they're pushing away their partner, and they're not realizing that it is a long road. It's a huge journey for twins. But the one thing that we do need to know is that if we stick together instead of pushing each other away, that it makes life easier. But twins have a tendency to have that butting head energy because they're so much alike. Spirit, how do we find comfort in this connection? Get one more of these. I feel crushed. You are hurting emotionally right now, and you need time to heal before you can jump in again. So you could be allowing your person the space they ask for, which is a beautiful thing. If you love somebody so much that you say, I trust you to go and do what you have to do. And if you want to come back and it works and it's right, I'll be here for you. And twins do that a lot. I love you so much. I just want you to feel better. I want you to be happy. Whatever makes you happy. If being alone right now makes you happy, then be alone. As much as it hurts. But I love you so much that I'm going to give you your space that you need, and you're going to go and you're going to grow and you're going to learn and you're going to experience so that when you come back to me, you're in a different place. I'm craving you. So they're missing you physically. I just want to fix things. An illusion. I'm trying to not look through rose-colored glasses. I'm trying to face some of the things that would need to be changed. I don't want this to be all a fantasy, like I'm just so into you, but we've got some real problems, or we have some real obstacles to overcome. We have to really work together to fix some of these things. Forbidden fruit. Some of us, maybe this is taboo. Maybe we're not supposed to be together. Maybe there's other people involved. I'm not going to tag it as a third party because that could only be for a handful of you. But sometimes when we're not supposed to be doing this, it's that feeling of, what's that song? How can something so right be so wrong? You know, it's that kind of a feeling. I have a returning. That feels like I'm returning. I will return. I do feel like I will return. We needed a break. We needed a timeout. Maybe it got overwhelming. Maybe it was just too much for me. Let me just get a couple more of these. I have music. Every song is reminding me of you right now. So they're getting lots of signs. They could be seeing numbers. They could be seeing your name. They could be seeing your birth date, the car that you drive. They could be seeing a lot of signs that remind them. and a leap of faith. Am I willing to take a leap of faith? Am I willing to do what we talked about? We talked about dreams. We talked about a future. Am I willing to come back and really take that leap of faith with you and really commit to this relationship? So that I feel like is important. If they come back and say, yeah, I know that it's risky. I know that it's hard. I know that it's challenging, whatever twins go through, but I'm still willing to take the leap if you are. You know, I feel like this is very salvageable, if that's a, you know, a good way to say it. Repairable, healing. We can heal. I have tranquility. We have some turmoil in this connection right now. We have anxiety or stress, or when I talk to you, I get exasperated. So somebody has to just calm down. We've got to find the peace again. We have to find the comfort within each other. We can't be always challenging each other, Spirit's saying. We're always challenging each other. It's not a competition. We're equals. So there's a feeling, an awakening. I'm awakening to this love. And I'm realizing that I've been, you know, I'm fighting it. I want it to be peaceful. So obviously it's not peaceful. We're trying to make it more peaceful. Let's grab some charms. Let's see what the charms are saying. Maybe we'll get some additional clues with the charms today. Let me just zoom in, and I've got this big bowl of charms and my magic scoop. So maybe we'll get some clues that connect to you and your person. So we'll get the letters first. I've got quite a few additional letters. So let me see what letters are jumping out. I have a letter B, and some butterflies, a yellow butterfly. I have the letter V. I have a letter P with two little lovebirds. What is this one? A letter R. I have a Pisces energy. This is a sign also. Hold on. I have a Leo energy. Pisces, Leo. Sagittarius. Capricorn. Beautiful. Okay. And I have the month of June. That could be, I'm coming back. What did they say? I will return. I will return. Okay. Okay. I have a parrot. I have a parrot just kind of sitting on this ring, but it was a little bit more of a feeling of don't tell me what to say, and like repeat after me. You can't put words in this person's mouth, and this person wants to think clearly enough so that when they come back, they have the right words to say. So this isn't somebody that just because you say I love you and I want you and I miss you doesn't mean they're going to repeat it back. Doesn't mean they don't feel some of those things, but they want to think about what they feel. They want to think about what they want to say. They don't want it to be just a parrot of you, because so many things that you guys do are mirroring each other all the time, and they're trying to make sure that it's not your words, it's theirs. So that's how that felt. I do have this kind of classy woman. Okay, so they sees somebody as sophisticated, classy, elegant, style. Okay, nice sense of style. So they could see you as, it has nothing to do with who you are, what you look like. I'm attracted to you. I feel like it's just their emotions. I feel that the emotions started to brew like a boiling pot of water until it was, you know, think of it as a tea kettle. The tea kettle was brewing until that tea kettle started to whistle. And then when it started to whistle, they realized that they didn't have control that they had too much passion, too much heat, too much mixed feelings. It was just all too much, and that I feel like it freaked them out. I have a Eiffel Tower. It looks like it's either the letter A or an Eiffel Tower. It could be the letter A, but Paris, trips, travel, romance, you know, just kind of this fantasy of where would we go? Maybe that's something we talked about. I have within weeks, it says weeks. I have this cup filled with all these tools, pens, rulers, came into me as work together. Some of you may work together, or we work as a team and we're not, you know, we're not using the tools, or even the writing, even the pen. I mean, they're probably thinking about writing, but they're showing me a pen. They're not showing me a phone. It would probably be more of a text message. But a tool of communication, right? A pen would be, I can write you a letter. I can write you a note. But there was a part of me that felt like we worked together. You know, our desks are near each other, or I walk by your desk and I can see you. So maybe we work together. Maybe that's how we met. Maybe we, there's something going on with somebody out there, not all of you, but 12:12 on the clock when I'm recording this, I'll take that. And then the last one, not that I was saving it, but I liked it the most. It was our hands being together. And it was all those things that are like two hands are better than one. Hold my hand. Let's do this together. Take my hand. So it's just a reminder to us that we don't have to do it alone. So I feel like your twin is thinking that why am I feeling that I'm doing this all by myself? Why am I not saying to my twin, give me your hand. Let me feel your hand. Let me hold you. Let's talk. And let's figure this out together. So two hands are better than one. Two heads are better than one. You know, that kind of a feeling. And maybe your person's just kind of opening up to that why am I doing this by myself? Why am I trying to fix this by myself? That doesn't make sense. So, I mean, that would be a good thing, that if they're realizing that it takes two, this isn't all about one person. It's going to take both of us to take this leap of faith and to find more peace and tranquility. I mean, wouldn't this be nice if we could just admit our feelings, admit this connection, know that it's a soul contract. It's a soul bond that can't be broken, Spirit just said. So we have to admit that. Like, let's make that our starting point. And if it can't be broken, then we owe it to each other to keep figuring this out. So that's how it's coming into me today. But it just can't be broken. And, you know, sometimes we break it. And then Spirit comes up behind us and says, guess what, guys? You're not supposed to be separated. You're not supposed to be fighting. You're not supposed to be acting this way. You're not supposed to be treating each other this way. And you need to start to heal. You need to start to find each other again. Spirit, please share with me. I have an 8 of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. There's no one like you. And I have a Chariot. I'm realizing there's no one like you. I'm realizing that, you know, you have a lot to offer, and I realize that we need to walk towards, there's just so much more out there that we can get our arms around. But it's the conversation that comes into a relationship that says, not only can we try again, but where do we go from here, and how much is ahead of us, and be excited about, oh, my hands just tingled, be excited about how much is ahead of us. So I want that excitement to come back. And twins have a really good way of kissing and making up. I'm going to say it that way, because their energy's off the charts. They love to be together. Rocky roads. But it doesn't mean it's going to last forever, they're saying. So this is a very hopeful reading in the sense of a reconciliation. Spirit, please share with me feelings. I want to tell you my feelings, but I can't right now. Sometimes you can't even hear the person's voice. And they could be at that stage that if I hear your voice, it will break me. So they're not strong enough or courageous enough or ready. And they know that about themselves. So they're waiting until they're stronger and healed more or calmed down more. And then they can have a conversation without losing it somehow. I will come back to you. I feel like that's a promise. I do. I feel like that's your twin, like wholeheartedly saying, let me do what I have to do right now, and then I will come back. Okay. Life's a long journey. I'm not going anywhere. I feel lost without you. They feel lost. You feel lost. I don't love you anymore. I don't think that's true. That could be something that you're telling yourself, or that's something that twins, Spirit just corrected me. Twins never stop loving each other. They might get so angry with each other that they say hurtful words. They may push each other away so that you feel unloved. They may run away and you definitely feel abandoned, but they never really stop loving each other. One day I will go down on one knee and offer you a lifetime of love. So if this comes back, it would be a committed act. Let's take the leap of faith, and knowing that no matter how hard we try, we can't push this love away. No matter what happens in our life, I still crave you. I still want you. I still need you in my life. So we've got to figure this out. I really do believe Spirit is giving you hope today. For those of you that are manifesting with your twin, I will come back. I will come back to you. So we're going to put this out into the universe. We're going to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. I want to thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell for future readings. Comment below, claim it, own it. If you don't want to write a whole sentence, you don't know what to write, just say, hi, Kathy, send me a heart. Just be part of this community. Just kind of join right in. You're not alone with these feelings. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, check out my website at kathymamelinspsychicmedium.com. I will also, in the comments under this video, I will put the links to my other 2 channels and my website. So I have a YouTube channel for pick-a-card readings, and I have my main YouTube, which has lots of sign readings, lots of love readings, if you've never watched me before. I really liked this reading. I have hope that your twin flame is wanting to, what did they say? I want to make things right. I want to make things right. So we're going to put that out into the universe. I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye-bye.